back at the time. So it is really fun. And what I enjoy a lot about Japan is the culture. The respect between between each human being. They're really, really respectful between each other. As we spoke earlier, absolutely zero insecurity. Everything works. Everything is beautiful. I was living in Tokyo, and you have you can do everything. You take a 1 hour flight and you go to Ishigaki. It's like Maldives. Honestly, the islands are beautiful. You go up north in Hokkaido, you have the best powder snow in the world. I mean, you have everything, and I really enjoyed that. And I always told myself the day I have kids, I'll take them there half a year to just learn the respect between each human being on time, organized, like all of that. It's incredible. And yeah, if you have the opportunity to go, tell me, I'll give you some good
addresses. It's in the bucket list.
It's unfortunately quite far for us.
I wanted to go while you were there, but the pandemic didn't allow us to go.
Yeah, like we spoke earlier, unfortunately the pandemic, it was like a whole
changed everything. But how did Japan come into your life? You were doing Formula 3 in Europe, and then you went to do Formula 3 in Japan.
So that was we raced together in 2017.
2017, and then 2018 you did Formula 3 in England, in Europe with Carlin.
2018 we were
2018.
Yeah, so 2018 I did the FIA Formula 3 Championship together, and then I was part of the Renault Sport Academy at the time, actually, with the F1 Academy. And I was also in charge of a little bit of the F1 simulator at the time. And it was a difficult year. Well,
yeah, it was a very difficult year.
It was, unfortunately, not the year that we expected. And of course, my contract with Renault, I had certain goals to achieve, to continue with them. And of course, they were supporting me a big percentage of the championship, because of course it's a very, very expensive championship. And at the end of the year, unfortunately, it didn't go well, as you know, and I didn't achieve the targets that they were requesting me to achieve for a renewable, for renewing the contract. So at the end of the year, I kind of knew that they were going to, unfortunately, kick me out, let's say. So I was really close to stop racing at the end of 2018, because I went from 2017 winning the European Championship to nearly stopping racing, because I knew we didn't have the budget to continue without Renault. I didn't have the budget to continue in 2019 with the FIA Formula 3 Championship. It was too expensive. So once Renault, I knew that they were gonna drop me. I was like, okay, I lost a bit of interest, and I was a bit sad about everything, the whole situation, because I came from a nice year in 2017 to not having anything. Yeah,
2017.
achieved.
I mean, in 2017 he did Formula Renault Eurocup,
it's called,
and he was a champion. It's one of the most difficult championships
at the time. Now everything changed, but it was a really hard championship. Yeah, it was a tough year, but it was. I've learned. I was racing with Lando actually the first year. I did 2 years. It was a really highly rated championship, and yeah, so unfortunately I went from there to not having anything really in 2018. So I decided to give myself Macau as a target. I was like, okay, I'm going to give myself Macau as a target of performing. And if, Macau goes well, I'll give a chance to myself of whatever, going...
The second Macau, right? The Macau 2018.
2018, yeah, 2018. So I was like, I give myself Macau. If I do a good result, I won't stop. We'll find a solution with my father to race somewhere else, but I won't stop racing. And Macau actually went really well. We finished in the podium. Yeah, it's only my second year in Macau, so it was a good race. Yeah. And then I was like, okay, let's give it a go to Japan, because some other drivers that I know, Loic Duval and etc., they were like, Sacha, just give it a try to Japan, because they will help you in your career and etc. And they were right. They definitely were right. And I went to Japan there, and I did a test, and I raced Formula 3, won the Formula 3 championship in my first year, and then Toyota took me as a factory professional driver. So,
but it was your decision, or you had an opportunity?
Well, I had a bit of an opportunity, because at the time, someone that raced with us in that team in Macau, Yoshi, the Japanese driver, he had a team in Japan.
You did it with Carlin the second year as well.
Yeah. And he invited me. Basically, that Japanese driver, he invited me after the Macau race to do a test at their track in Japan, in Yokoyama. So I was like, okay, that's a perfect opportunity for me to go to Japan, see if I like also Japan, because it's a whole different culture, and see what I do. And I went for the test, and I really enjoyed it. And then we managed to find a deal with a team in Formula 3, not the best team, but a good enough team, and we managed to win the championship. And then Toyota took me as a factory driver for Super Formula and Super GT, which, I went from a year before nearly quitting racing to achieving a dream of living from my passion and being a professional driver. So that was really cool.
Japan was the right place. They are passionate, literally. They are very passionate there.
And they opened the doors. Like the driver, Loic Duval, told me, if you do well, if you do the job, they will open the doors and they will be like, welcome, and they will help you out in your career, and you can, earn money and live from racing, which is a dream for a lot of drivers, I think. At least from my side of things, my dream was always, of course, Formula One. It's my highest dream. I still want to try to achieve that, but also being able to live about racing, which is not easy. Yeah. And I've achieved that when I was maybe 18 or 19 years old or so. So for me, it was a dream come true.